Well, all right then. He had some strong feelings, and they showed it on the field last night. It's been an interesting season for the Bills because at times it felt confusing trying to figure out who they were and if it was going to be enough to make a playoff run. Matt, after what you saw last night, how have your feelings about the Bills changed?
Well, I think the people had those feelings because week one, they got embarrassed at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and a lot of people picked them as their Super Bowl team. Last night, they looked like a Super Bowl team. Their points differential on the year was up over 200 points. They could do nothing wrong last night. And to me, that performance that Josh Allen had was so incredible. 5 touchdowns, more touchdown passes than he threw incompletions. And it wasn't just his arm like we started off the highlight with. He ran 6 times for 66 yards. So to me, you were talking about a team getting hot at the right time and putting it together on offense and defense. It's got to be the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, it was hard to watch my former team take a beat down of epic proportions.
No,
okay, I mean, I can't underestimate that. I mean, look at this. I mean, here are the drives, here are the results.
Crazy.
You never stop them. I mean, I haven't seen a game like this, fellas. I don't know. Have you ever seen a game where every drive is a touchdown?
Wow.
And that is very
Pop Warner.
That is
Pop
very
Warner.
that is embarrassing.
When 14-year-olds
from a
play against
former
13-year-olds.
defender for the Patriots to watch that right there. The Patriots have their problems, okay? They'll fix them in the offseason. Mac was a rookie, solid season, but this is about the Buffalo Bills, okay? How good they looked. And I see what Hughes is talking about. He's manufacturing a little motivation about the disrespect thing, and I love it. But that defense is legit. Moss, you talk about Hyde and Poyer, Milano underneath. It's a great defense that can take this team all the way.
It is a great defense. And you know what? Jerry Hughes, though, I think you guys are missing it. This is directed at Jerry Sullivan, the guy that came in and was ripping the safeties and all that kind of stuff. And it's deep. Jerry Hughes has probably been there for 10 years and always felt the disrespect. And now he's like, okay, now what are you going to say? So it's been there deep. And the way this team is playing, look, they're number 1 in the NFL in defense. All right. So, I mean, and they have this great offense. It's about them right now. And are they the favorites right now to win the thing? Yeah. They had the only thing they had to prove to me was that they could stop the run. And you knew New England was going to come in committed to pounding the football. Why? Because in the season we saw New England run it, the Colts run it, and Tennessee run it. All 3 losses for the Bills. That's the only thing they had to prove, and they proved it last night.
Yeah, it was also good to see them run the ball offensively, like to see Devin Singletary become a major factor in the offense, because quite honestly, that was a missing piece for a good part of the season as well.
And I think that was the biggest question for me, because everybody knew the run designs to Josh Allen. We wanted to see somebody other than Josh Allen run this ball. 174 yards against Belichick's defense. Tackling was a problem last night. You've seen Singletary jumping in and out of holes. That was impressive. Yesterday, we talked about the playmakers for the Patriots stepping up. No sacks, no interceptions yesterday. So you say, yes, rightfully so. It is all about the Bills. But, hey, one last thing. We've all sat in the hotel, playing the next day after. I believe the Buffalo Bills did set the bar. They set the standard for the playoffs. Week 1 of the playoffs, they set the bar. Everybody else looking at them like, they just put up 40-something points on the Patriots. So, it was a good game yesterday. But like I say, kudos to what Josh Allen was able to do. But if there was something that stood out to me, 174 yards on the ground, and all of it was not by Josh Allen.
They closed the book on this whole Patriot mind game thing, too. I mean, this was a playoff win, but this is over the AFC East rival in the Patriots. This is like, you needed an act of Mother Nature, okay, to beat us. That's what we're saying. We went and beat you in your house, and now we beat you when it meant most. We ended your season, and all of these questions now are swirling in that building in Gillette Stadium in terms of we have to draft now. And we have to approach this offseason thinking, how do we beat that team?
How do we
How do we beat that team?
And Josh Allen, because 9 touchdowns, no interceptions for the year for Josh Allen against Bill Belichick and the Patriots. Well done. Very well done.
What they did yesterday, that's a one-time thing, right? I don't know how you replicate that going forward, to your point of setting the standard for the playoffs. They might have set the standard a little too high for themselves.
Momentum going into another week.
Yes,
oh, my gosh.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.